What's up, squad? This is Brandon from the Bantu Sun. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to comment on the recent visit by the Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takashi to the White House, and it was a beautiful masterclass on geopolitics. She definitely laid the charm offensive on, and President Trump definitely let down his guard. It got awkward when Trump made an off-color comment or a joke about Pearl Harbor, but she was able to handle it masterfully. She didn't take anything personal. She was a true advocate for her people, her country. She did them proud. She's the first female prime minister of Japan. East Asian cultures, there's a lot of boys clubs out there. So she's a tough, capable person and very pragmatic to get that far in society. So it's just two things I really noticed. One was her skill in basically wooing down Donald Trump. Um, Building that personal relationship. Donald Trump is a person like that, as opposed to being strategical. He's really big in a personal relationship alignment or mentality. He moves forward with people he's comfortable with, where the opportunities are at, as opposed to become fixated in a more strategic purpose. He's very transactional that way, and she really worked in that relationship in a way that I don't think I've seen other leaders do so, because she didn't have as much leverage as you say from some countries, and she didn't come with the same authoritarian style that Trump leans towards. She did it from a more, it was just a charming way. She was very complimentary. She talked about his family. She made it personal, and it was different. And you can see President Trump reciprocated that level of comfort with her. Now, the second thing I wanted to talk about is like all the things that I think America has done. Um, the relationship with Japan, I think, is one of the most beautiful things that to come from where they come, and as Japanese people, they're real G's. They can be your best friends or your worst enemies, and America has found that out over the last 100 years. But to go from Pearl Harbor, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, to the relationship that they've sustained since the end of World War II. I'm a big advocate of Nicholas Spikeman, who advocated the remnant theory. America knew they needed an Eastern anchor uh, to offset China, who was their ally in World War II, ironically against Japan. But shortly after, they were not so friendly with the communist China. And Japan and America has been through it um, thick and thin since then. So the ability to convert one's enemy is a powerful tool in geopolitics and in life. Love to hear your comment below. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Until next time, take care. Bantu up.